Saturday Night Baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Tonight it's the third of this four-game weekend series between the Oakland A's and the Baltimore Orioles. The Orioles have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. Sonny Gray gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
This guy's kind of hard to figure out. You think most pitchers would love pitching in their home ballpark, but he struggled at home so far this season. There hasn't been a lot of home cooking for this guy, and that's something he needs to turn around in a big way.
Coming to the plate now, Aubrey Villegas. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a strike. And Dan Dero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has taken it on the chin the first 2 games of this series, getting blown out in each game. They need a better effort. This one.
No doubt about it. I think things haven't gone their way, and this is the time to turn things around now, Dero. It's been a series up to this point, and they need to turn it around pronto today.
Allred is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning. Time now to check out Buck Showalter's lineup card for the Orioles in this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Jonathan Scope can keep up the hot bat. Looking at the stats, I'm so impressed. He's in the top 5 home runs in the American League coming into this game. And when you're doing that, you catch just about everybody's attention. Don't be surprised if he doesn't make something happen here.
Ready now for Baltimore, Adam Eaton. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Adam Eaton.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Howell's under it, and that's the second out of the inning. Digging in now, Manny Machado. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So nothing in the Orioles' first. Second inning coming up from Baltimore. No score. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Jonathan Scope. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. First offering on its way. Chopped weakly to the left. High hop, and he barehands it. He's out.
All right, guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And you talk about fitting a profile for a right fielder. Big surprise who brings the absolute bazooka to the game today. That is the right fielder. Don't look for anyone to test this guy.
In now for the O's, Roger Cardenas. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. And set up behind the dish is Woody Keller as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, D-Row, Woody Keller's a good umpire, but at times the consistency kind of wavers a little bit. I'm not sure if you'd say he's a low ball umpire or a high ball umpire. Sometimes his zone changes from game to game.
Yeah, he can be a little inconsistent, Dan, no question about it, but he's approachable. As an offensive player, I just want to be able to turn around and say, is that as far as you're going today? And Woody will usually give you an answer.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Guys, this is a team that's just continued to gain momentum throughout the year. What have been the keys to their success?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. Continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest.
The count now at 2-2.
Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the third strike, and that's the third out of the inning.
3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. We'll move to the third with no score. And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini. First at-bat for him in this one.
0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
So he gets him swinging on a pitcher's pitch. Trey Mancini is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. Yes, he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and it's dropped.
Wow, as we watch this, I have to just shake my head. Looks like a good throw, but the first baseman just drops it. I guess that big glove isn't big enough, huh?
And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson.
Right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a knee-high fastball.
One. 3. Cut hold, no runner.
There are 2 aboard now.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Sharp slider that time. Just missed inside. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter. Dribbled to the right. Get him at first, and now the bases are loaded here.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Eaton is slugging just a little over 400. Not a huge threat, but he can certainly square one up on occasion. 1-2 now to Adam Eaton.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes.
Four.
Full count now for the Orioles center fielder. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. And this is swung on and missed. Oh, a huge punch out there as the bases remain loaded with 2 away now. Here's Manny Machado now. 0 for 1 after a pop-out in foul territory his first time through. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's foul.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Orioles leave them loaded. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Count now a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now here's the pitch. To the left side, but it's well foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
Here's a cold strike about thigh high. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Defoe scoops it up in time to first, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Beckham. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him. 0-1. Pitch on the way. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Digging in for his second at-bat, Trey Mancini. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. So the Orioles get their leadoff man aboard to start the inning. Digging in to try it again, Alex Avila. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. No balls and a strike to count. Mine to the right side. Soler is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, we've mentioned the conditions aren't ideal with the rain coming down, and that can make every play a little bit of an adventure. You really have to concentrate, and he did there to haul it down.
Now batting, right fielder.
A ball and no strikes. Mancini stands at first with 1 out. 2-0 to the Baltimore left fielder.
2 balls, no strikes.
3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2. Ground over to first. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this. Back to the top of the Oriole lineup now, and stepping in, Aubrey Villegas. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, You know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Hard hit ball to second. Sanchez is there. Throw to first is in time for the first out. In now is Adam Eaton. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Way out of here as it bangs off the gate.
Well, that ball right there was right up in the half zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The backspin carried that one right out of here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. A ball and a strike now to Machado. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. A ball and 2 strikes to the Orioles shortstop. Lays off 2-2 now.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2 one more time. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Ready once again, Jonathan Schoop. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. But not before the lone hit in the inning. Leading off the inning, Roger Cardenas, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now it's 2-0.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Hernandez patrolling center makes the play. 1 out.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented the tying run.
Stepping in now, Tim Beckham, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
Digging in and looking for more, Trey Mancini. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors for the Orioles so far. Had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for the Orioles. They're down 2-1. Chasen Shreve is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 45, Chasen Shreve.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Oakland A's used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Giovanni Smith earns his 8th victory of the season. Sonny Gray pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Jimmy Tate records the save, his 23rd of the campaign. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
First for the victorious Athletics. 4 runs, 12 hits, 1 error, and 13 runners left on base. For the Orioles, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 50 minutes. A reminder that Metro subway trains are available at the Lexington Market or Charles Center subway station. MTA Light Rail Service will provide extra trains on the Penn Camden Shuttle and can be picked up just outside the ballpark at the Camden Yards Light Rail Station.
A pitcher is encouraged to keep looking for improvement. A player is encouraged to continue to refine a skill essential to his game.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Tonight it's the first of four between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. It's A's baseball coming up next. Giovanni Smith will be on the mound for the series opener. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Standing in, Eduardo Nunez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit hard toward the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The throw into second. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
And here's this generation big leaguer Delino DeShields. And Dan Vero, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know what, Dero? This is when you really get tested. They call it the dog days of August for a reason. When you're struggling like this team is right now, the games get long, the schedule gets long, and you start looking forward towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but you got to find a way, Dan. You know as well as I do. You got to look in the mirror. You're playing for way more. Especially the way this team is underachieved, you got to keep grinding. You got to find a way, put your foot on the gas, and show up to the yard every day ready to go.
The 0-1 delivery. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Blackman, or Chuck Nasty as he's commonly referred to. He was taken in the 2nd round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
On the ground to second base. This could be 2. To second for 1, but they will not have a shot at 2. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game. Up next for the Rangers, Joey Gallo. He's, of course, a long ball threat, currently 3rd in the American League in that category. Runners going. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second. Hit hard up the middle. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit.